The Nexus. Interesting. The Nexus. Interesting.
Unique New York. Unique New York. Vocal coach. Get your vocal coaching in now. Unique New York.
Ryan.
Was that your vocal
That was
thing?
your cat, man.
Oh, was that the cat? Was it? Right. Okay. So, the Human Torch was denied a bank loan. The Human Torch was
Fish hooking. Fish hooking.
All right, let's do it. Jabroni! Woo!
Skiggity buggity biggity boom.
Skiggity big. Not so
Too
Sam
many.
Tarley now. I've had a wee bit of a shave and done my hair a bit better.
Oh, he looks
so there we
like
go.
Sam Tarley.
Oh, God damn it, you're ruining it again.
I
We're
forgot
straight
about
in.
that. That's
No,
how
I'd
tired I
forgotten.
am. Apologies
Okay.
immediately, folks.
Well, do you know what you can do to? Do you know what you can do to fix that? You can go like this.
I'm just doing my.
I'm having way too much difficulty for this. It's just
Come on,
embarrassing.
Samuel.
There we go.
There we go. You
There
can
we
fight
go.
White Walkers. Can't open the.
Monster TM. Monster TM. I can fight White Walkers all day.
Right.
So
Ring of Frost.
Right,
Gul'dan's Reign
hang
of
on, hang on.
Destruction.
We've got to do this. So my name's Halloween. To my left is my co-caster.
Jabroni, there's nothing else after the name today.
That's it. That's it. And together we are Heroes Lounge. You are watching Channel 1, and this is about to be a best of 3 series in Division 5 of our league. It's quite an exciting division so far. So far.
No,
because-
Division 5. Ha!
Because Team Epiphany, who are on the left-hand side of the screen here, are just coming off the back of a victory last week where they won 2-0. And it was quite dramatic indeed. Was it 2-0 actually? Or was it 2-1?
I think it was 2-1.
I think it was 2-1. As soon as I said that, I said, I think I might be wrong. But there has been a lot of excitement between their last series and this one. For those of you tuning in, you maybe didn't catch the cast that Jabroni and I did last night between two Division 2 teams. One was Griefing's, General Rayner's interdimensional exploration of the Nexus where he's gathering skulls, and the other team was Heroes of Inclement Weather, and that was single-handedly the greatest series I've ever cast on Heroes Lounge. And it was honestly mind-blowing. I put on Twitter a comment about that, about how good it was, and it was retweeted, and a couple other folk pointed out what they thought of it. It was just amazing.
Retwatted.
Anyway, so we've got Fat Snake is the opponents tonight against a Team Epiphany. Excited to see them. I've not seen them yet, so let's see what I got.
We've not seen them, but we will see them soon. Seen will they be soon, and we will be casting these being seen and soon and sinny soon, and we are excited for the snake of fat proportions.
So they've done the coin flip, and Fat Snake picked heads, and it landed heads, so they get the choice. They have banned Dragonshire, and Pudsey from Team Epiphany then banned Sky Temple. So they were then given. So we're going to see neither of that, Sky Temple or Dragonshire, but they were offered first pick or map pick, and they have chose.
First map pick.
They
chose map pick.
Map pick.
They chose to pick the map first.
That is right. Camera 2.
Okay, so this is upsetting for me as a caster because in all the ban phase there was no ban on Towers of Doom. I make no qualms.
No qualms.
Oh.
Yeah. He's being interrupted, but I will fill that negative space. What has happened is our teams have chosen their first map, and we are going to Volskaya Foundry.
Okay, I thought
I
they
love.
had chosen a map. Sorry to write Volskaya Foundry. This is good. Right, because I hate Towers of Doom. I'm so upset that Towers of Doom
He's upset by
is
that.
not been banned. But this is fine, because we got Volskaya. This is going to be a game of epic proportions. Proportions with proportions. This map
Camera
is
1.
smelly. You have the beacon that you've got a channel in the middle. You stand in it. But guess
Okay.
what? When it starts to be in the bottom lane, there is these escalators taking you around to places you don't want to be. So it makes a what is it they call it? Clown fiesta of a team fight sometimes.
I just realised I forgot to advertise in the lounge that we're on air, so I'll just do that whilst you explain.
Okay, so yeah, so it is just a map where team fights happen. I mean, you might even hate the game yourself. Pudsey has invited us to a game. We're getting into this dick deep, folks.
You don't need to tell them the literal behind-the-scenes
No,
technicalities.
because people are sitting there going, okay, right, so he's typing away to advertise this. This is fine. But they're sitting on the edge of their seats going, when are we going to get to see the
Yes,
custom
we just
game
need to
lobby?
see this. Well, they don't want to see that. They don't want to see that. They want to see the draft. Yeah.
So,
right.
Halloween subbing tonight for...
No.
we're missing Timmers, aren't we?
So,
We're missing Timmers.
that's right. Between Team Epiphany and Fat Snake.
Fat Snake, exactly. On Channel 1, Seraphim, we got a caster? Yeah, you got a caster. You're on Channel 1. Please do not swear. You are live.
Who is? What are you talking about? Where's Seraphim?
In the chat, he's playing the game.
What are you talking about? Oh,
Seraphim.
yeah, okay. Yeah. Right, okay. So, yes, for anyone watching at home, this is just a clown fiesta of technicality that we are failing to sort out before the game. Thank you, everybody.
Beautiful.
I am just trying to do that now.
What's the image that was put in the Discord, in the Twitch chat? Because I can't see it.
Yeah, so, what's the image? What are you talking about?
Look at the Twitch chat.
Right.
My good squire, Samuel.
Right, okay. That is an attachment.
Hey,
It's a pizza pie.
That's my Twitch thing.
Is
You
it?
know how long that took me to bake my face into a margherita pizza with mozzarella, buffalo mozzarella.
Yeah, we haven't done a Jabroni's Artisan Pizza tutorial for a wee while. If you, the viewer at home, would like to see a Jabroni Artisan Pizza tutorial, just let us know in the chat. Also, once we get this game sorted out, because it is taking an incredibly long time for our teams to sort this out.
Toxicity!
No, it's not toxicity. I'm just saying I'm expressing the urgency of our viewers at home wanting
The tummy
to get
ticklers
in.
at home, desperate to watch. I know I am desperate to see this.
For
we want
sure.
Epiphany on the left-hand side as well.
Sorry, we haven't stressed that.
We can stress that now.
Well, actually, no. Do you know what I can do?
Well, it makes it annoying for me. It makes it annoying
watch.
Yeah,
Boof.
but now I have to do it.
Yeah, well, you do it then. Like, because it's going to take them an age, the time they're taking to do this. All right, okay, so we've got a deep, deep sigh from Jabroni. We
But
can actually ask the Twitch moderators to do the thing for you if you'd like.
It's okay. I'm happy to do it, but I mean, do you know what I mean? I like when people are on their sides.
Yes, I do too, but they are going to take too long, so... That's weird, heavy breathing. If you'd like to request that you get some of that down a telephone, in a letter or a voicemail,
Or even in the
text
park, if
messages,
you're walking through a park like at night.
in a park, you can request this, and Jabroni offers it as a service. Whatever floats your boat. But
Yes.
we are just filling time here. We've lost some viewers already, whilst they just try and do this.
So, as he is typing away frantically because we want to get into the draft, we are still no further on. We are saying we're ready when you are, and we are desperate for this game to start. You know what we'll do? What we'll do is you can give a lick of my biceps for the people at home.
I don't know if I want to do that. What I'll do is I'll
Now drink it. Does it taste like my sweaty pits?
Nah, that's gross. There we go. So, there we go. Tilting the co-casters is a noble endeavour. Sir Sloth is what No Zari is saying to you. And I agree. I am very tilted. You're tilted?
No, he's saying tilting me because of the switch up.
Right, yeah.
Because I don't like switching places.
Ah, right, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
I do get it. They're on
If
the
I'm
wrong
a top,
side.
I'm staying
and,
top. If I'm bottom, do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm not.
Are you on top or are you bottom?
I'm saying that I don't like the switching of places. That's what I'm saying. Do you know what I
Right,
mean?
okay, I see. Okay, well...
Everybody's ready. We are.
Let's go to
looking
that camera now.
good.
There we go, and then back here. I can't do
And now
it.
back here.
I can't do it quick enough on this. When we're on this channel, I don't have the
Stream Deck
hotkeys.
thing.
Oh, here we go. We're going in, folks. I can't believe it. It's actually happening.
Whoa!
Whoa, that was mental. We had a weird background there. My name's Halloween. To my left is my co-caster.
Jabroni schlong longer than a late game death timer.
That's right. And we have Fat Snake on the left versus Team Epiphany, and we have just started the competition. Yes, there we go. So, it's this camera. Sorry, I'm forgetting where I am. If you think that you would like to place a bet on who's going to win the first match of this series, you type in !points into the chat and press enter. You'll be sent a message with how many points you've got. You can only place one bet per match, so make sure you type the correct amount in that you want to bet. To place a bet on a team, for example, you want Fat Snake to win this, you type !bet space A space the amount of points you'd like to spend. If you think Epiphany might have it instead and come onto another win right off the back of last week's victory, then you want to type !bet space B space the amount of points you'd like them to bet on. So there we go. Jabroni, what was our first ban?
First ban was Stukov. Stukov is a smelly, juicy ban. Stukov has a silence, an area of effect silence, and if you're fighting on these conveyor belt bitties, not conveyor belt bitties, the actual shrine objective area, there is a giant Stukov silence hitting you, you're taking damage, you're not able to use any spells, so it just is not what you want to face, so they're going to ban it out.
They're going to ban it out. They are going to ban it out. Volskaya Foundry is a very good map to see Stukov. Now, the thing is, I'd like to point out, last week we saw Epiphany play Stukov in both their games that they won. So I would have thought they would have really went for him, but instead what they've said is Pudsey, who I believe is their support player, has opted not to pick him. What are you doing? Oh, sorry. I see. Okay. Oh, well, the camera's not going to change when we're in draft on this channel.
Oh, so first pick Blaze. Blaze is the first pick. Ban was Hanzo. We saw that Hanzo was banned. We're getting hyped now. We are getting
That's
hyped
it. Don't call his name. Don't call his name. It's
Hanzo. He's got a lot of setup. He's got a lot of utility, and he's got a lot of power. He's got huge range, so they are just getting rid of him. They don't want to face him. But that left Blaze open. Blaze has been picked up. Blaze is a solo laner of epic proportions because he's got self-sustain, he's got wave clear, and guess what? He's got a bunker at level 10 which stops you taking damage. Are you hyped?
I am hyped because of this bunker. Get this hype good! Oh my god, it's so exciting because bunker is very good. But Gauntlet, he first picking him, first pick Blaze. That's unusual, I would have thought. He's very, very good, don't get me wrong, and Gauntlet really makes the most of him. But you see, that's the thing. I think Diablo, he's very much in the meta right now. We're seeing him used to great excess in Division 1 and 2 at the moment. I would say Diablo's arguably more valuable right now than Blaze.
Yeah, in the right hands he can be. And Malfurion, I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying. It leaves a lot open. But you now don't have to worry about your solo lane matchup. Your solo lane pick. Because, I mean, Dahaka, he's a strong hero. Not that strong on this map because there's not very many bushes. You do have the sword and stuff, but Blaze has a lot of negation. They are going Diablo, as you can see, with who has APOC. They're going Malf, who's got Twilight Dream. They may be going for this press R to win comp on the side of Fat Snake. And guess what you can do as Blaze? You can jump in a bunker that's on a smaller cooldown than some basic abilities.
Basic?
Well, not really, but do you know what I mean? Like some talented abilities, we'd say. So it's good, but Diablo, huge, as you say, humongous health pool and tank. And Malfurion, Dr. Roots. Dr. Roots. Won't you help him, Dr. Roots? And you get a little tree ant who can come into your face, hit you, pull your pants down, and stick his wood everywhere. That is a banned skin, but we will let...
hang on, we better announce that is a banned skin.
I'm pretty sure it is. You can check that if you
because I've not been given referee status because they cannot create the lobby correctly, I cannot tell them.
You can whisper Tim through or Missy through your Battle.net browser.
I'll do it here. I'll just do it here. How?
Stick it in Epiphany, all?
Oh yeah, no, hang on, I can do it here, you're right.
There you go. There you go. Right, so in Tardadoon or something, the Protoss boy that is Phoenix boy has been picked up. He has juicy damage, and he's got a Purification Salvo if he wants it, but he can also set up a wombo combo and wreck people with Planet Cracker. Tyrael, Mr. Damage Negation with Sanctification. So we're laughing in that regard. But Maiev has come out. Maiev has been banned. You said that last week that you saw a lot of Maiev being pulled by Epiphany.
Yeah, basically Timmers, who plays for Epiphany, is a self-confessed master Maiev. So he probably was looking to maybe make something happen with the Planet Cracker, Blaze, Tyrael kind of opportunity. We actually just, in the best game that we ever casted last night, that we were just referencing at the beginning of the series, we saw a Planet Cracker come from top lane all the way to the bottom lane. That is the surprising bit that you're going to want to watch on video on demand if you go back and see it. So yeah, a Phoenix Purification Salvo, arguably as good, and it's certainly the easier of the two heroic abilities, but it does crazy damage. No AD, RD, Chromie with the time traps getting on those conveyor belts.
Nothing to do with that. I mean, he can do... Well, the little dragon, can do some smelly stuff when people are soaking up those time traps.
So this is going to reveal where this match is going to go. These two picks are really going to define how their team composition and their team fight is going to be. Let's watch closely. I don't have any predictions because they've banned a ranged and a melee assassin. So they're looking at limiting their opponent's damage against them in both melee and range. So it doesn't really give anything away.
We're going to see a Sonya KT.
That would be a Sonya KT.
No, we're going to see a Sonya KT.
Well, they've got CC and Roots here.
Or
what are they going to pick?
KT and a Sonya?
Oh, well, anything's possible at this stage.
I don't know. I know they might want to pick
Anything
up their
is
solo laner, but there's no need to, actually. You don't need to pick up your solo laner right now because they're not going to take another. But they do. They got the Leoric for the damage mitigation. Also, Masai setups.
So,
with
in the audience right now, we have Robbio666 watching right now. Mark of the Beast, the big man Doug Robb, in the audience right now. He is new to Heroes Lounge, new to Heroes of the Storm, and it's people like that we've got to encourage to watch competitive esports
Very
like this.
good.
So stay tuned. If you're, if you click follow on the Twitch, if you click follow on the Twitch channel, I think you are immediately awarded some points, which you can then use for our competitions. Viewers at home,
you can use these points to bet on which artisan pizza you would like me to make as well.
Well, you have 2 minutes left. Audience in the
Artisan
chat
pizzas.
if you would like to place a bet on either of these teams. Again, exclamation bet space A space the amount of points you'd like to bet if it's Fat Snake, or bet B space points for Epiphany. Here we go. Rhaegar Ancestral Healing is obviously going to be that. Well, do you know they could arguably go Bloodlust. The Dark Nexus consumes.
Wrong guy, but close. I know what you're trying to get. So yeah, they do have the Alarak. They've got this setup, but that is an awful lot of pressure to put on Phoenix's head and shoulders in the Dragoon form that he is, as the kind of solo ranged damage. I mean, now if you're trying to stop a mech from walking down your lane and taking your fort or your keep, all your boys are going to be up in its grill, and the new mech can put out a lot of damage. So could be a bit of an issue for them, but Phoenix does have quite a lot of power. But who do you think we're going to see? Do you think we'll see a mage? Do you think we're going to see a juicy mage coming out? Or
are we going to see a juicy mage? Well, Leoric's going to be their solo laner.
Yeah.
They're going to...
Oh.
We don't see a lot of Sylvanas. In fact, this might be the first Sylvanas game I have seen in Heroes Lounge in
since
Division.
the rework, definitely.
This is actually the first Sylvanas game we've seen. So this will be interesting. It'll be interesting to see if she still cucks a team with her team fight damage, or if she can actually allow you to push lanes like something fierce, which is totally possible considering the amount of damage the Triglav Protector gives you on this map. You know. So
I mean, that's all they got to do. They got to win. Maybe this is what Fat Snake have seen. They go, okay, they've got an Alarak, they've got a Blaze, do you know what I mean? They've got mostly solo damage Phoenix. We are going to match that with our Grey main. We've got Diablo who can jump on people's faces. We're just going to win the game and just march down Main Street, run it up mid, run it down mid's trousers, and you're just laughing. So it's interesting.
Basically, we're going to see how much Sylvanas can help a Triglav Protector if you win the objective. But the obvious statement is, if you don't win the objective, Sylvanas will be useless for you.
Yeah,
that's what I would imagine. She's going to provide little to no additional damage when you get the roots or the CC off of Diablo. Greymane is going to have a lot of pressure on him to get these kills, and he might manage with a. I mean, Phoenix is going to be able to escape, so it comes down to Rebellious's ability to escape with Phoenix.
I just realised something.
Or Alarak using the telekinesis to get out. What are you saying?
You can't drop a Blaze and you can't teleport if you have a Sylvanas throwing out the Wailing Arrow and silencing everyone. You've got double Twilight Dream. I'm excited. Like you said, if Epiphany can hit R in the right order.
Okay, so on the left-hand side, we have Fat Snake. We have Dastan on our Leoric. We have Sergeant Gear on the Greymane. We have Seraphim on Diablo. We have Micron on Sylvanas. And we have Furo on Malfurion. Jabroni.
Oh, on the right hand side in the red, you got Pudsey on the Rhaegar, you got Timmers dancing away, Missy X playing the Tyrael, Rebellious on the Phoenix, and Blaze is being played by Gauntlet, who is actually just run bot lane. So they have not sniffed out the top lane shenanigans.
Yeah, this
that Fat Snake are going to do with the Sylvanas. They're going to shut down a tower, they're going to take a tower, and they're going to make it
This
good.
is what you call cheese, right? This is traditionally known in Heroes of the Storm as a cheese, where you go down and you get a tower to give you an experience lead, and then you run away. But
This is
wow!
This is the issue with that cheese. Is normally people in your team die, and because Sylvanas now doesn't have the W that shuts down everything, she had to get really close to try and shut down the tower.
Yeah.
And they only got a third damage done, and they lost their Diablo.
They're going to regret that heavily. They're now half a level behind, 30 seconds into the game, purely because they just murder death kill to Diablo.
Can we have a quick look at the talents, because we didn't get to see them? So
Yeah.
I just want to see. So Timmers is going E-build. Gross. No, I'm kidding. The stacking talent for Rebellious on his Q in Phoenix as well. I'm liking Gauntlet's level 1.
You're liking Gauntlet's level 1?
Gauntlet level 1, because recycling information that better people have told me, that level 1 allows you to double soak quite effectively, because you activate it. It gives you mana and all that cooldowny goodness, so you can double soak juicily. Timmers is, if they turn on Timmers, he could be died. But
they backed out. They backed out.
no, they didn't back out. Seraphim tried to Q Timmers, but
Yeah.
Timmers was holding the self-cast of telekinesis, and telekinesis him away from the wall just in time not to take too
Interestingly,
much damage.
because they are already ahead in soak, Epiphany have opted to take an early camp. So Pudsy's ducked out to grab this, but he's not capping it.
They're going to
Very
wait. They're
clever.
going to wait. They're going to wait. That's
Very
good.
clever.
Danistan and Gauntlet are having fun bot lane.
Yeah, it's solo v
I
solo.
love
both,
Danstan's
both here. Oh, what you like the?
God King, the Auric. I think
You
it's
like this?
sick.
It does look quite cool, doesn't it? It does look quite cool. Okay, so what we have is a rotation game. Both teams are going top mid to try and get the soak. But look at this, they're taking 3 people out of lane rather than just 1.
And they're going to cap it immediately as well. This may be just to alleviate some pressure. Oh, no, they're not. Greymane has been called off the cap. So
Okay.
4s have been picked up. This is what you want if you are Fat Snake. You didn't
We've got
want
some
to
audience members who are watching this match asking about the points system for bets and things. Please remind us after this match, and we will explain it before the next contest. Please do remind us, and we'll mention it in chat.
Juicy. Right, so this is a Triglav coming up. Level 5 will be picked up by Fat Snake.
For
before
those
it happens.
viewers at home that are unaware, what happens here is this box in the middle here will become yellow. It'll be a control point which unlocks. During that unlock, teams have to sit on it uncontested
Oh, sit on it, babe.
for 100%. The first team to get
Missy
to
is
100...
really far up, and Seraphim is not wanting that to happen. Timmers does throw out the Q to silence, but that is all she wrote. Missy is
gets
going
away.
to be quite... She's going to need to tap before it, which is not ideal, because now she's got her health back, but she does not have tap for these sustained fights. And guess what? It gets to 100%. It takes a while, baby.
Yeah, so basically when it gets to 100%, if it's uncontested, a Triglav protector will drop from orbit and the team is able to control it. It has a variety of weapons and takes 2 pilots.
Oh, giant telekinesis into the silence from Alarak, and Seraphim is falling low, but they get Missy, and Missy dies!
Wow!
Dead, done, death. That's all you get.
That is it.
That is a dead Tyrael.
That is excellent play by Team Fat Snake, and Epiphany are going to have to back off. They do have their turret there to try and buy them time, and neither team has even got 1% here, and Tyrael is almost back alive.
That is good. That is what you want. That's you want to sway it in your favour if you're Fat Snake, because you have this Micron on the Sylvanas. And Sylvanas, as we knew before, did not have the best teamfight damage. I know, and then I said I think. I think her
You think you know?
abilities and everything were buffed because of her trait being nerfed. So she may have a bit better teamfight damage, but I don't think it still equates to that
Well,
level.
as you know, Jabroni, at level 7, you get an extra talent. Here
This
we go!
is a dead
Bruno!
Malfurion, the telekinesis to Rebellious just running the slow. This is the issue with this map, and I hate to see it, and you don't love to see it. Oh, God,
Gauntlet's going to get the chase! Oh, he just misses the stun, but Timmers manages to use telekinesis to pull them back, and they get a second kill.
The issue we had there is
Yeah.
what you see every time you play Team League, Hero League, or whatever. Sylvanas went top lane to clear the camp. That shows on the lane. If you're Epiphany, you go, I know that there's maximum 4 people on the objective. We dive 5 people in. it's 5v4. So now, look, now Gauntlet and Leoric are both shown on the lane. You know that it's only going to be a 4v4, so it's a bit more safer. But if you show on the lane, your team need to be expecting of it.
Seraphim going in deep on Timmers. Timmers trying to get out. He's managed to get out of the
ruined.
roots.
It's a giant root, and he dies to the Sylvanas. Poison absolutely takes over him. Now Timmers is dead, but Missy's gone back in. She has fallen really low, and Sergeant Gear is gearing up for another kill, but she gets out, leaving Blaze dead.
That is it, but it's now overtime. So, although they're at 99%, they did not complete that final point.
This is what I would love for Fatsnake to do. Do not leave that lane. They may be pushing top. Epiphany may be pushing top. Do not leave that lane.
Oh, they're leaving the lane.
It's okay. Leoric can because it's
oh,
the
Pudsey!
conveyor belt.
What are you doing?
Oh my God!
He almost got killed by those wailing banshees.
That was
Sylvanas'
nearly-
banshees almost licked the skin of his teeth.
And the Greymane's cocktail was nearly a cocktail because that
oh
was
boy,
that was
that's
near death.
96. They went from 46% to 100 and actually
they
won.
Get it? This is what you want if you're Fatsnake. You need to.
Yeah. If they
get
win,
the
this
objective.
is where they win, right? So Sylvanas gives them massive pushing pressure because they can disable the towers, they can disable the fort. If Rebellious in that doesn't take the damage, then you know they're gonna get.
I love this. Look, so they've taken mid wall. Now they're just going to go top lane because this is where the next objective is going to be. They're going to use the protector to shut down one turret while they fight the other. Now Sylvanas has joined them. This is shut down city. Ring pussy. It's shut down.
Shut down. Right, so they're going to now take the healing fountain. Level 10's activated, so heroic abilities now available.
We
in
do have
Fatsnake's
Entomb, and it is the Wailing Arrow. What is Malf going to go? Is he going to go the healing? No, he goes Twilight Dream. So we have double Twilight Dream, basically, with the Sylvanas. APOC as well. And a go for the throat from Greymane. He's going...
That's what he sounds like. Indeed.
That is huge value for the first Trig Lab, by the way.
That is good.
Massive.
To get mid wall and top fort is actually very good. So there they go. Epiphany need their level 10s if they're going to be able to push back.
This is Fatsnake did what they needed to do. They needed to win the early game, but like you said, level 10s are a way to be picked up. When level 10s get picked up and you go against a team that just has to press R to win, it's going to be difficult to do. That is Purification Salvo, I think, right?
Yeah, that's Purification Salvo, Sanctification. We've got the
Timmers is not unstoppable.
He's went for the dash.
He's gone for the deadly charge. This could be huge if it hits.
But he's got the bunker, so he's got the escape from Blaze's bunker, you know, so he's got a defense there. But they've changed up the lanes. Timmers is now soloing against Dastan, and we've got Gauntlet going in top lane.
See, that might be a wise idea, because Gauntlet is, if they're doing a 1-3-1, Gauntlet is harder to gank, and there's no fort to fall back to. But I mean, you could just negate that by putting it.
Oh, they're coming down to gank on Dastan.
But
he's using his Wraith Walk to try and escape, but Missy's there, heading him off at the pass. The Entomb comes out as a method of trying to get them away, but she manages to get in front, and they get the kill.
They do get the kill. I love that little trying to get the Entomb.
That was clever.
To do a bit of zoning, but yeah, no, impressive that they managed to get the kill. But
during that scrap, they saw an opening and they went for the support camp. So now their healer, Furo, has an extra heal for his team. Notice Sergeant Greer also has a turret on him there. So,
Sergeant Greer's not what you want to be against a Gauntlet and a Alarak. That could have been a dead Greymane and a dead turret. But alas, he lives. He fell back to his rampart.
He saw it and ran. Fall back to
our rampart. That one.
My blades are yours. Oh no, that's Sonya, isn't it? Okay.
Right, this is huge.
They're clearing top lane best they
yeah.
can, and Fatsnake are gearing up for a push. It looks like, because
Fatsnake are way to hit 13. I wonder if they're just going to snap pick their talents. Right. Huge.
They've taken. Sylvanas has taken Windrunner. She's looking for an extra escape, it looks like.
But this is where Leoric comes online now, because he's got his juicy Q for clearing the waves. He has Ominous Wraith. He walks through the enemy team at the start of a team fight. They do 50% less damage. You hit every hero, and that's 50% less damage. Look at this. He's just zoning Timmers off, while Micron is just going beep 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 beep. This is so huge, and I thought there would be a reaction.
What?
And while this is going on, they pick up a kill mid.
They get the kill on Pudsey.
3v3, and they get the kill. The root comes out.
That's very, very bad news for Epiphany as they approach this second objective phase. Pudsey will be alive, but the control point will be unlocked in time. So they're making a rush for it. They're essentially 2 levels ahead, and they are making a rush for it. So.
Thank you, Mistography, as well, being a little chat moderator for us. You see that?
Yeah, I did see that. So Mistography's explained the points to some of our viewers there. That is fantastic.
Big if true. So 13s have been picked up by both teams, and the only ult that is burnt is through the throat.
The thing is, though, although Fat Snake are getting an obvious advantage and a bit of a lead here, Epiphany haven't coordinated a solid team fight yet. Once they do that, they've got Bunker, they've got Sanctification, they've got Purification.
All we need to do is start hearing the little chargy noise of an Alarak, and we know that this fight is going to be popping off. Seraphim is out on his own, but he is a chunky boy in Diablo. Both turrets come out. Gauntlet is going in for the stun. And now the APOC is a counter. Oh my god, that is Pudsey falling so low. Purification Salvo's trying to save him and takes a lot of damage on to Leoric and Diablo. They kill the Diablo and Leoric.
Oh, but they're not over yet. Furo's trying desperately to escape, but Telekinesis pulls him right back into his demise.
That is what we're saying. Could it be, we said that at the beginning of the match, you've got a snowball, or it could just be press R to win for Epiphany. They have Sanctification to negate damage, they have Bunker to negate damage, they have Timmers to throw out silences, and they have everybody else.
So Urtaz is sitting in the audience there saying, Sylvanas OP, please nerf.
Oh, Seraphim has walked up to get on the point. He is going absolutely dig deep. He doesn't have souls. He gets silence. The Bunker does come down to try and save him. They are all getting absolutely teleported by the conveyor belt thing, but it's okay. Danistan is now Wraithwolf. Oh my god, a 3-man
Entomb. The Entomb comes in, but Missy is now chasing Dastan. Seraphim's now backing out. They are all dangerously low. Greymane goes down. Dastan's trying his best to get out. Timmers is getting very brave.
Oh, shitty walk. That was a flank from Sylvanas to pick up the kill.
Micron ran round to get the flank on Timmers as Alarak and managed to just boosh with her quiver.
Holy
It's very even, this. It is very even. Both teams have got a player down. It's 4 for 4 at this stage. Missy's trying her best to zone as she can, but she doesn't have the health to match Diablo here.
So Missy has started juking with the Holy Ground, and she's actually so low that she's had to get into jump.
The Bunker, yeah, she's used the Bunker to escape, but she's now silenced, so she can't use her abilities.
Oh, Diablo, that was sick! Q into the wall to confirm the kill.
Oh!
But the Tyrael's trait
huge
value.
amount of damage. The Purification Salvo as well. Oh, what is going on here? We're going downtown.
Oh, Micron, the Sylvanas carry. Do you know what?
What is going on here? What is going on here?
This is insane. He's there live with the Wraithwalk and the creepy hand, and the Gauntlets falls alone. Pudgy's too. Oh my god.
This is the longest team fight in history. Pudgy's trying to get out.
Crying that he doesn't have go for the throw, but he does confirm the kill. Timmers
tries my gosh, it's 99% again for Epiphany.
Oh, did you see Greymane's Q? Just getting away from any CC from Timmers. Greymane, you're the man. That was huge.
Sergeant Greer did a fantastic job to get out of this. This is that was possibly the longest team fight on an objective that had kills for kills just being matched up. It was a slugfest. They were just punching each other into death, and now they've got Micron following this Triglav again. This is going to be devastating.
Do you know what? Ah, man. So, did you see that during that fight when just before Tyrael died? It was the Wailing Arrow and then the Twilight Dream. They had like an ungodly amount of silencing, and then you saw the value Wraithwalk got. The Wraithwalk went through
50% reduction damage,
and you thought you were like, oh, Leoric's gonna die. No, he's got his hand and he had already reduced your. They're going for the bush gang.
The Korean bush meta don't help you at this stage, guys.
But
they've got a Triglav with a Sylvanas.
Okay, so that's a Wailing Arrow out, and Gauntlet is falling low. He's had to drop the Bunker, but so has Sanctification come down.
Look at this!
Rebellious is running for his life. He's used Purification Salvo. Mouth is sitting there in ice block, but will fall. Seraphim, does he want to go back in? I don't think he does.
Timmer's trying desperately to escape here. Telekinesis doesn't save him.
And the APOC has come out as well. That is huge, but
Gauntlet's at the wrong side of the wall here. He doesn't want to be there.
Oh, Phoenix, I completely missed Phoenix dying. Sorry, I have not had my monster. Gauntlet is now absolute chunk, and this is what we're saying. This is what the Triglav does to you when you don't expect it. You don't expect the Triglav to do that.
That's what I was trying to say to him. He's at the wrong side of the wall for this.
And look at this. Sylvanas, with her shields, is going to try, and they might even suicide for keep, because that would be huge 15 minutes in, the first keep of the game.
Well, I think that's it. Greer's now out. Missy's got her opportunity.
This is, but
It's
yeah,
now or never.
this
Phoenix
huge.
is back
This
up.
is
He's
it.
coming
This
in.
is definitely keep.
Oh, the keep's
wow.
gone. The keep has gone.
That is huge because the next objective is going to be bot lane. So you have this pressure. You now can sit on that point and go, we're not going to fight you. We're not going to fight you. Oh, you've sent somebody top to deal with the cat pill. Now we're going to fight you.
If they domino deaths, though, that's the only way I could really see them losing this first match.
Oh my god, I'm hyped.
You are Heroes hyped. But on Heroes Lounge, because this is the European League, this is Division 5, you're on Channel 1, this is Team Epiphany, game 1 of 3 versus Fat Snake.
Yeah, boy. So look at this. I love this from... well, I kind of love it, but it might actually be their downfall because level 20 is so close for Fat Snake. You don't want to fight here. They want to go and take the mid keep because there's not much else to do, and it gives them a juicy punt of XP, but you don't want to get too far up that lane because if you get too far up that lane, they can turn on you. Seraphim is now on an island, to quote Dreadnought, and the Holy Ground is trying to block him, but his team are all running.
Are ignoring it. Oh, they're going to steal the camp. Quite an aggressive move here, but it's one that I back because Epiphany need to change things up if they don't want to lose. Oh, but hang on, Dastan's wanting a piece of the action, and I don't think they're out yet.
Someone in the side of Fat Snake will be like, "Do not fight! Do not fight! Do not fight!" And
they're feeling very strong right now, and it's understandable why because of the significant lead they have at this stage.
Yeah.
So Fat Snake are taking camp up here, whilst simultaneously Epiphany are trying to get a second turret. Now, I think 2 turrets might actually be more valuable for them than that, but the 1 minute 40 and the support camp is coming up.
Should we have a look at the old...
Let's have a look at the old talents.
Strange that Diablo went that level 13 and 16. Who would have guessed it?
Yeah, Domination is just outrageously
powerful.
Popular. Unless they dramatic... Oh, Gauntlet caught out an Entomb.
Oh my god, but he uses Bunker to get away because guess what? There's no silence. So he's going to sit in that, try and get his cooldowns off. But he's come out the wrong side. Oh, he tries to... QE away, but he gets blocked.
He came out of the wrong side and it cost him his life. That is huge for Fat Snake. I am so gutted for Gauntlet right now because that is a mistake they sorely cannot afford this late in the game. 17 minutes, 15 seconds in, 20 to 19, the Storm talents are now available. That is so unfortunate that Gauntlet made that mistake.
But he will be back up and... I mean, Epiphany are going to do what Epiphany should do and just sit and soak level 20 because they can't contest this.
They can't now. They've lost the...
Yeah, they've seen 5 people bought. They may just go all in on the top 2...
top fort.
No, turrets, just to try and get a chunk of XP. I mean, I'd like to see it. Yeah, look, Sylvanas is showing bottom. Sylvanas and Diablo and Greymane, so you know that
they're doing the same though, and if they win the objective without having that wall, it's going to cost them a lot. But and they're going back for it now.
They're porting back without getting any. They're still half a level away. That's is where it's ran.
It's very difficult. I can't see. Well, do you know what? This is going to make for great audio-visual entertainment. If Team Epiphany win this team fight, it's going to be awesome.
Yes.
Because it would have to be awesome for them to win this team fight.
I mean, 50%. You needed somebody to stay top lane and maybe some. Do you know what I mean? Just to get an extra lane.
What you're saying. I hear what you're saying. But if they're going in, they're going in
now. They should be able to get. It's just if they can get on the point before. Oh my god, the silence from the Entomb does not hit anybody, but Gauntlet goes for a massive 4-man stun!
Oh, the charge comes in from Timmers. The APOC comes down and deals a massive stun.
They're all falling so low. Rhaegar's going to have to struggle to keep people up. The Ancestral has come out.
Missy goes down. Pudsy's maybe about to follow.
Wow, this Greer is going everywhere. Gauntlet is falling real low, like you said. Seraphim is chunked down, but he is Diablo, remember? And Danston, what are you doing here? Murking people, that's what he's doing.
He's murking left, right, and centre. Every direction you want him to go, he's murking it. And people are dying.
And that's 100%.
That is unbelievable. So they have 50 seconds nigh on of uncontested battering on that keep. This is going to be horrific.
Yeah.
Furo is OP, please nerf, is what people are calling in the chat right now.
I mean, this is crazy because we are seeing team fights 1 with the Sylvanas. What has happened to this game? So, that's keep. But you know what?
They're walking right past it.
Well, they didn't even need it. That's what they're saying. But they obviously want a way to get out if this goes south. Diablo and Greymane are in. The silence comes out onto Phoenix, and he is completely chucked down. soon, and he is dead. Did you see that?
Yeah,
You can't teleport if you are hit with the level 20 upgrade of Leoric, which
That's the core
silences
down to
you while you're in it.
50%.
There's
Here we
no way
go.
you can. 87% protector.
And that is game 1 of a best of 3 series.
And
It
that
goes
is-
in favour of Fat Snake. It is G. G, 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 G. I'm trying to get out of this to get us back here. G. Wow, that was something else. So let's issue a point over at them.
Ishbu.
Ishbu. Right, okay, so I mean, wow, that would just for the records there, people. Oh, hang on, let me put it back to this screen. Yeah, just for the records there, people, that was 18 takedowns to 11 in favour of Fat Snake. It was just a slugfest of murder, death, kills, and I would largely attribute a lot of that to the top lane. And do you know what? We were calling out the Sylvanas as a very dangerous pick to do in terms of team fight. And I don't think we were wrong in saying that, because during a team fight after Epiphany got their level 10s, they showed that it was a press R to win comp, and they did get a lot of kills, but it was the sheer level of sustained team fight that Snake were able to issue that just was uncontrollable.
Leoric being played how Leoric is meant to be played as well. I wish there was a stat that showed damage like mitigated.
Because of the Wraith Walk, you mean?
Just through the Wraith Walk, and then, oh my god, do you know what I mean? Like,
interesting fun fact there as well, sorry to interrupt you, is Sylvanas didn't actually die. Throughout the game, Sylvanas didn't die. Anyway, can you issue points for our winners?
Yeah, I was waiting, and now I shallst. Should we have a quick look at the talents while we're in the downtime?
Let's do that.
Fat Snake is the winner.
Fat Snake's the winner. Gal Gunner's hosting us right now, by the way. Thanks, Gal Gunner.
Very
Top
nice.
lad.
Just a comment. So Diablo, instead of going Diabolical Momentum on 7 for the auto attack to reduce cooldowns, went for the Soul Stone, the Spell Armor talent. So that is huge, because, I mean, he's going to take even less damage, and he's already a tanky boy. And like we said, the majority of the teamfight damage was resting on Phoenix's shoulders. So if you get Wraithwalk through and your teamfight damage is on a Phoenix, and you get Wraithwalk through and you do 50% less damage, it's going to make it even more difficult. Yeah,
it's going to make it more difficult. Okay, so we're gearing up for the next match. Let's just see.
Oh, man, that was huge.
That was...
We've been blessed with 2 amazing games in a row. If you count,
the next map we're going to, because Team Epiphany lost, they have chosen to take map pick rather than first pick, because as you know, in our Heroes Lounge format, the way it works is if you are the losing team, to give you an advantage, you get the choice of whether you want to get the first character picked in game during the drafting process, or you get the choice of first map of your choice, excluding the 2 that were banned at the beginning. So they have chosen Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Right.
Web weavers for me. So that's where we're going. So we're just getting that map set up now.
We should let them know to
Yes.
make sure that Epiphany on the right hand side.
Yes.
Hey, I just had an epiphany. I should have bet on Snake. Ba-doo-doo-doo. Who said that?
That was
Ertus.
Ertus. Nice.
Get it. Get those puns in my mouth.
Yes, best pun, I'll give some points.
Ah.
If you get some good puns in the chat, we'll issue you some points.
Loving
for
that,
sure.
loving that,
In
loving
fact,
it.
I was thinking, by the way, I actually do have a character code somewhere. I wouldn't mind issuing that as a reward for our viewers tonight if we've got enough viewers. Do we have enough viewers? Yeah, we've got a reasonable amount of viewers.
Whoa.
You can let me know in the chat if we're interested in a character skin and code combo.
Smelly.
Oh, looks like we're ready. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I'm slutty. Oh, I'm slutty. What film is that from again? It's a guy. Oh, it's Biodome. Remember Biodome?
Welcome to Biodome.
No, Viva Lost Biodome.
That's it. Viva
That's when they're doing
Lost
the laughing gas.
Biodome. Is that Brendan Fraser that's in that movie?
No. Is it? No.
I
It's
kind of
Pauly
feel like
Shore
it.
and
No,
Stephen Baldwin.
the Brendan Fraser film that's very similar to Viva
Encino
Lost
Man.
is no. It's Airheads. Have you ever seen Airheads?
Yeah, that's a good film.
Airheads that's the one where they like break in and they steal the radio station and they hold it hostage, and they've got like pretend Uzis that are filled with chili sauce.
Adam Sandler and Steve Buscemi.
No way.
Yeah, that's who. That's the 2 members of the band.
Oh man, we got to get in. Right, here we go. Sorry, we got a draft.
God damn it, this game! What the hell
What?
is
You're
it?
ruining ruining our podcast based on Steve Buscemi, Adam Sandler, and Brendan Fraser movies. If you want more of this, vote for us to be on the panel for the finals of the Heroes Lounge. It's this camera. I always get it wrong.
Right, so we are
we're
on Lounge 1.
Yes, we're on Heroes Lounge 1. Yes.
I thought so. I
That's
just
the
wanted
one.
to make sure that
We're
I'm
on
not-
Channel 1 tonight. We are on Game 2 of a best of 3 series between...
Best of thrice.
Best
Samwell.
of thrice. I'm not Samwell Charlie. Look, I even shaved the tash, so I'd be a little different. I couldn't go on there tonight. I couldn't
went,
face it.
Cried in the mirror yesterday, just a single tear. Like, no.
I'm not from Game of Thrones. Please change my reference. Oh, yes.
Right, so we are in the band phase. We have not. What film is she saying? She likes Airheads.
Well, yeah, I think Mistography's referencing that she likes Airheads. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So
Hanzo again, banned.
Hanzo banned. Yeah.
Banzo,
same.
we should call him. because
Don't
he's
call
been
his
banned.
name. Don't call his name. It's Alabanzo.
Hanzo is Bando.
Broke
so
my banjo.
Banjo's. Well, your banjo what?
Alabanjo, because he's banned.
But you broke your banjo what? You broke your banjo what?
Hang on, I've got to
You
find
broke
this.
your banjo what?
Hang on. Let me find the.
Banjos have strings to break. Okay, so Hanzo has been banned. Hanzo is a Johnny Wave Clear boy if he goes Q, but he can also go W for Johnny PvE. He can do a lot of damage. He has a smelly setup and he has vision to reveal the enemies. So, sorry, when I say smelly setup, I was meaning his R. You can use his R to twat somebody, and as soon as it's hitting, there's an APOC under their feet and it changes the combo. They don't want to play against them, so they're banning the Hanzo.
Okay, I've checked it out. I've got an Explorer Lily bundle. If people are interested, I have an Explorer Lily bundle I can give away.
What does she say when you pick her again? Stukov banned again, by the way. Stukov banned again, by the way. By the way, Stukov is banned again.
So Stukov banned. These are the same bans as last draft. We might be looking at the same sort of thing.
Stukov has silence, and this is a corridor.
I'm
a
surprised
back alley
they
corridor
I'm
fight.
It's a knife in a back alley. That's what the developers.
A knife
called
fight
this.
in the back alley. If
Knife
you
fight
walked
in the
into a back alley and there was a knife there, you would have no trouble getting past it. But a
You would
knife fight in the back alley would be different.
So the fight is because the knife says you're not getting through this back alley, and it stands
No, I'm
up and then
saying
tries to like chase you about the back alley.
No, I'm saying that no, because it would just be it's an inanimate object. It would just be sitting on the ground, and that would not be terrifying. But back to the draft.
So
Malfurion.
if you walk through the back alley, it's just lying there. It's an inanimate object. That's
so it's
not
that,
terrifying.
yeah. So that's why this is not called a knife in an alley map. It's
Back fight.
like you said.
It's up your back fight.
It's
Right,
a knife
okay.
fight in the back alley.
So
Malfurion. It's good actually.
Malfurion's been first picked. They didn't first pick Diablo, so now they have an opportunity to take Diablo, but they don't. They take Maev because they value that character greater than Diablo within their team synergy.
Maev
and
was
I do know that Timmers is incredibly popular with that character. He likes Maev a lot. Shadow Song, Maev,
He
Shadow
does, he
Song.
pulls that hero out when he wants to impress the ladies. That's
That's
you
the
know,
thing that
that's
he
how-
pulls out to impress
That's
the
how
ladies.
impressive this guy is on Maev.
He says,
Shadow
"Ladies,
Song.
you want to see something? Check my
But
Maev
Maev-
Shadow Song," and then he whips it out.
Remember, Maev was banned in the second round bans by Fat Snake, so that's why they're higher prioritizing.
But the other character that's now high priority is Diablo. But they're stealing Tyrael. They're maybe going to show Missy X how the Tyrael sanctification works.
Well, this can be a viable option. Is you see the Warden's Cage coming out from Maev, her ultimate, where, as you know, it goes like this, Stonehenge around fools.
Stone's henches. Yeah.
So you dive in as Tyrael and you stick Sanctification down, and the damage blow up. This is crazy.
By the way, people in the audience are asking, yes, sorry, if you are in the chat right now, we have a competition live for the next 6 minutes. If you would like to place a bet on either team winning, you can type !bet space A space the amount of points that you'd like to bet if you think Fat Snake are going to win. If you think Epiphany are going to draw an equalizer by winning this match, and you want to bet on them, type !bet space B space the amount of points you want to bet, then press enter. You can only bet once per match in this series, so if we get an Epiphany victory here, it'll take us to game 3.
Thrice.
The game thrice, and then you'll get another competition. So
Big if true.
big if true.
Always pick Tyrael when available, is what Artuz is saying. I cannot disagree
So
with that
Galaxy
statement.
from Team Diablo Needs Affection is saying, yeah, but is Stukov being banned? The first game was weird. Aha! He's DNA
That's-
Galaxy.
Yeah, DNA Galaxy of Diablo needs affection.
And now
of
they're
Galaxy
banning
of
Diablo,
DNA.
so neither team's letting Diablo through. So Galaxy will be upset because he thinks Diablo needs affection.
We got to go back to this though. Sylvanas picked twice.
Let's see if
and
she gets
very
thrice.
early on this time. I mean,
Yeah.
Sylvanas is not a hero that you'd expect to be contested. Maybe you'd expect to be banned because that could have looked to have been the downfall.
The Triglav is an amazing thing to push with Sylvanas with, to be fair though. Like, it's textbook how well Sylvanas can push with a Triglav. I know that you have 3 lanes of Webweavers here, but I don't think they push as strong with a Sylvanas. I think you can counter it easier with AoE Wave Clear.
Maybe they just value this double silence. That was huge. It
It was very strong against them. That's true.
That turned the fight. Or Sylvanas might be like, come on guys, let me pick mind control and just pull somebody in. Am I right in thinking Sylvanas, when she first came out, had possession as one of her ultimates? The one where you pull away a minion. It's now like a talent, or maybe it's got rid of. I don't know. I don't care. But Diablo has been banned, and we'll go. Ooh, controversial. No ban.
What? I've never seen that in Heroes Lounge. I've genuinely never seen that. This is European League Division 5. This is competitive esports. You are being cast live on Channel 1 to a live audience across Europe, and you've just missed your ban. Wow.
Do you know what? This could be huge by Daston. Do you know what it could be?
What could it be?
Could be the Johnny Jabate poker face. Is he's like, you know what? Oh, this is good from Uther. Oh, that's nice. So Rebellious is saying, who are you wanting to ban?
Yeah, that's very, very sportsmanlike behaviour from Team Epiphany. Typically, if this sort of thing happened in the HGC, you would actually see it go through as a miss. You wouldn't be allowed to do what they have just done in their teams there. What they've done is Rebellious has offered their opponents the opportunity to type into text what they actually tried to ban there, and they're going to not pick it. So Uther has been banned from Epiphany.
Very good sportsmanship.
That's excellent sportsmanship.
Sausage
behavior.
in a back alley.
Sausage in a back alley, yep.
Right. So yeah, ETC picked up by Missy X. Missy is amazing on this hero. She is called Dr. Mosh, PhD in moshing.
She's got her advanced doctorate in mosh-like behavior. She's studied all there is on heavy metal.
Hey.
Looking for what she can take into the lounge. So what we're going to see here potentially is a Warden's Cage, Mosh, Bunker, Planet Cracker. I'd love to see it.
Guess what?
What?
Sanctification, boy.
Silence,
boy. Range silence, boy. So that may be stopping what you are wanting to do.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what happens here because they need some damage because they have Sylvanas.
Yeah, they don't have any damage yet. They're cucked at the moment.
Joanna, so they've
Johanna.
got Tyrael in the solo lane. Johanna and Gul'dan. He's made it so far through. How did we forget about Gul'dan? Dr. Mage himself. He's got the wave clear for days clear.
Well, hang on.
He's got the fears for clearsies.
Well, I know that he's apparently Scottish now as well, but he could. Do you know what? They could surprise us all and take Reign of Destruction, and I would be so impressed.
Oh my god, that would be the best day of my life.
If they took Reign of Destruction, we'll do a dance. We'll do a dance on camera if they take Reign of Destruction. That's it. Right now, I'm calling it right now.
I'm not doing that. But I'll play how the sausage.
To Mr. Transparent, you have 1 minute left to type that correctly. It is exclamation bet space B space. You figured it out. That's good. Good man.
Nice one.
Good
Because
man.
It's very clear what you need to do. It's quite transparent, some might say.
Oh.
Pudsey back on the Rhaegar Targaryen. We like seeing this healer picked up because he is Mr. Ancestral.
We're about to move into Game 2 of a Best of 3 series
Mr.
here on Channel 1.
Ancestral.
You are watching live the European League here for Heroes of the Storm. It is Team Fat Snake versus Team Epiphany. It is Division 5. My name's Halloween. This is my co-caster.
Dr. Longschlong himself, PhD in Schlongen.
Jabroni is his name, and if you want to get in touch with us, it is at Northern Wizard on Twitter if you want to send a tweet. Alternatively, you can do the hashtag HotsLounge.
Or at
Hot.
Rippin' and a Terran.
Okay, so we are moving into the game. On the right here, we have Team Epiphany. We've got a Rebellious as Phoenix. We have Missy X on ETC. We have Gauntlet there on Blaze. Pudsey is on Rhaegar. We've got Timmers on the Maeve. Shadowsong.
Rhaegar.
Jabroni.
Targaryen. Furo on the Tyrael this time. Seraphim playing another Diablo hero with a Johanna. Dastin bringing out the big licks as Gul'dan. Micron shutting them structures down as Sylvanas. And Sergeant Gear on the... I can't see where he is. Is that the Malfurion? Yeah, I knew it was a different... It was a different
So they
skin,
swapped it up.
roles.
So support and solo laner have kind of moved around a wee bit.
That's cool. Cool to see.
It's interesting. So,
But I do like that we have Seraphim playing Diablo tanks twice in a row. Keep that up, please.
Getting a look at level 1 talents to see kind of what builds they're going to be taking here. We've got Echoed Corruption out of Gul'dan.
Nisha's Memento from Timmers.
And we've got the Advanced Targeting Quest there for Phoenix. So it all looks pretty standard, I would say.
Hopefully this is just a UI bug and Sylvanas is not actually leaving the game, but maybe it is... Okay, back.
Yeah, she must just be
back
having little
side.
frame rate drops or something. But as referee,
Oh,
it is
Joanna
not
is
our
caught, which
place.
doesn't want to be, but she holds it unstoppable for the exact second the tether was going to hit and just walks away. That's what you do if you are a Johanna. By the way, just if you are unaware, Joanna has a blind that can stop Maev's tether from hitting. If she hits a blind before the tether hits, if it's been procced by clicking W as a Maeve, you will miss your auto attack, so the tether will not do anything. Can we pause, please? We can pause.
Yeah. So basically, the thing is, the pause needs to come from their team. Let me just remind them of that.
So as you can see, he's typing away, and I am filling notes. So now you're not just listening to him typing and there's nothing being said. You're listening to me speaking about him typing.
That is
Tyking,
exactly
type,
what's
yes,
happening.
type,
We'll
type,
go
tip,
back
tip,
to the
tip,
screen
tip,
while
tip,
we
tip,
wait. So, sorry about the interruption, folks. This does happen from time to time. Technical difficulties between teams, and
We missed this
was
because
this?
we didn't have the Twitch chat open. Ertuz is saying, I subbed for Fat Sloth yesterday and the opponents did go Raid of Destruction. We missed it!
Oh!
God damn it. The most OP ultimate in the game and we miss it.
That would have been quite exciting to see, to be honest. I would have liked to have seen Raid of Destruction. That's good. That is good. So we're just waiting, as I say, for our teams to sort out their internet connections. Ooh. But once it gets sorted, we'll be ready to
I played
rock.
against the Gul'dan Raid of Destruction today and I was Hanzo with
you?
Dragon Arrow. And I saw him channeling the Rain of Destruction and I was like, oh, I can just interrupt this with my ultimate.
Yeah?
And then I was like, wait, no, I don't need to. This is doing nothing. It was literally doing nothing. It was my favorite time ever because I was just I could interrupt. Oh no, I'll just save it for something else.
Because for example, when you're playing against an Azebo and he starts using Ravenous Spirit, if you guys don't shut that shit down, you are getting a lot of damage.
I will shut you down.
Shut down! Is that a song by the Holy Goof?
That is a song, and it is a Dr. Banger. If you are tired, if you are needing a
Does
little
anybody
pick-me-up,
know that? I've never heard this, I don't think.
It is sick. Type it. Open a new tab, everybody.
No,
Not us,
no,
not
well,
us
no.
because it's copyright.
Yeah, well, we're also broadcasting and we need you to
That's what I'm
continue
saying.
watching. But
Oh yeah,
it's-
that's why I said open a new tab.
Yeah, I know,
because you
but
can
they're
have it in the
watching
background.
us. They're watching us. In fact, we should be getting back to a game right now, and we can talk about Airheads again after this game. But let's
But
see.
no, Holy Goof Shutdown is humongous.
Who's Holy Goof?
Just a superstar DJ.
Is he filling in Avicii's shoes as yet?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
This guy's still a bit unknown. But should we pull up the old Taliontes and just go through the level ones because level
Yeah, I
4s
guess
haven't
I
been
guess we
picked
can
up.
do that. Let's go in here and have a look. So, for those of you at home, we will carry on with our analysis over this. So, Echo Corruption, you would typically follow with like Hunger for Power, and then you would kind of give yourself that additional spell power for once you complete this quest, and then you get the more corruption stacks as they land 6 times. You know, Nature Swiftness. You're trying to go the talent build that allows you to increase the duration of your regrowth, and just cast it on as many heroes as you can continuously. That's the idea behind that, isn't it?
It is.
I don't think. What else? What else we got?
Justice for All, as a lot of people have said, it has actually been nerfed, but I'm pretty sure it was maybe Cattle from Tempo Storm's HGC team, Heroes team. He says, for Tyrael build, go Justice for All at level 1, then it does not matter.
Yeah.
Because it is such a juicy talent.
Well, you see, because that's the thing. You've got to remember, what is Tyrael doing for your team? What is he doing? He is a pseudo-support warrior. Like, that, he's there to provide support, not to be the tank. So, I mean, you've got Johanna here being the tank, so that's why Justice for All, giving your team 75% more shields. So, that's incredible.
Incredible, it is. Phoenix has gone for the stacking talent again. I mean, that is just huge.
This does incredible damage. And that third circle, is it 3 circles? Is that what it is?
Why did the Scarecrow win an award?
We are getting a badly spelt joke here from Timmers. I can only apologise in advance for anybody that may see this appear on screen. I can only anticipate how bad this is, and I may have to change the scene if this goes the wrong way. So let me just preempt changing this already, because I don't trust how bad this guy is.
Why did the Scarecrow win an award? It
says no idea. Tell us, mate. We're all hanging off the edge of his words here. Let's see what he's saying. I can. He was outstanding in his field. Wow. Oh my gosh. Hang on, I've got to show the audience my round of applause for this. That is excellent. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? This is what competitive esports has come to, by the way. I'd like to point out. It is literally us filming me clap at terrible jokes. That is terrible.
Days.
So, Prog Rock, yeah, that's pretty cool. That's just all about getting as many globies as you can, and then there we go. He's corrected his spelling. Good job, Timmers. Good job. But then, you know, after you got the globies, he also kind of enters the Tyrael realm of pseudo support because he's healing, which is good.
Saw that some people commenting saying, I'd like to see a healing done stat for ETC at the end of a game if he goes that talent. Naisha's momentum is the difference of pickup, because you see that swapped out quite a lot. Naisha's momentum on level 1, as you see, activate your basic talents, bounce to nearby enemies, and you recharge it by hitting Twa heroes. So he's expecting to be able to hit Tyrael and Johanna with one fell swoop and recharge that. The other one that they go sometimes is the tether, but it can be hard to hit maybe if Johanna is blinding you or something. I don't know. Right, so now we're just having a conversation about jokes, and hopefully Sylvanas is going to be coming back in.
Yeah, I'm going to remind them now, actually, as referee. Can you fill just for a second? In fact, what I'll do is I'll take us back to the main screen again for our audience, because they've been talking to us. They're saying thank you for following IC Wiener 71, and we're saying we've got phone calls for IC Wiener. So the audience is
my fly
good.
Down?
The audience
look
is
down here. Is my fly
no.
Down?
Why am I looking? Why am I looking?
Because he's saying I see Wiener. I do see Wiener. You've got your foreskin poking out. You can't reconnect to the game. Deedly-deedly-doo. I think that calls for a remake, doesn't it?
We're 1 minute into the game. We can do that.
Just suggest it maybe. It is impossible while the game pauses. Oh.
Okay.
Wait, no, give him a countdown. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to hit the already button. And we can just let them pause if they need to pause. Just pause if you need. Pause if you need. That's all we need. What do you call cheese that's not yours? Nacho cheese. That is another joke. That is from Hot's Decay. There may be more, but as you can see on the screen,
okay,
I can't read.
Hold on. I'm just going to go ask the teams now. I'm so sorry about this, people.
Yeah, we're just so apparently the Sylvanas player cannot reconnect because it's saying you can't reconnect because you paused the game. So So when we unpause it, you're at a disadvantage because you've got an AR player doing a newt.
Okay, so apologies about that. We are going to restart the match.
Nope.
There we go.
What's everyone's preferred mice? Does anyone have a good mouse, by the way? If anyone could let me know a good mice.
Whilst we're waiting, actually, people, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on a video for your enjoyment. Let's put on the Dreadnought video. And we will cut this short as soon as the game is ready.
Hi, I'm Halloween here from Heroes Lounge with Jabroni.
Say hello.
Hello.
And we've got Dreadnought here.
Hello.
So first of all, thanks very much for giving us some of your time here today. It's been very, very exciting watching the series and everything. So Dreadnought, I'm just going to shoot straight in, okay? The game's shown continuous development since the first World Championship when they released Cho'Gall at BlizzCon. That was before the inception of even the HCC. But since then, there's been like a near constant and exciting introduction of changes, maps, heroes, and reworks. Now, first of all, in your opinion, do you find this quite difficult to deal with? Because, you know, in the past I've spoken to pros who said, I don't even want to think about that hero until I'm forced to, you know. Now, personally, I love it, but obviously, you know, for some people that might be a bit of work just to learn all the interactions that are possible between maps and hero differences. What's your opinion?
So if you're going to be like to stay at the top, you know, level of performing both in a commentary and in a playing perspective, absolutely, it's extremely difficult. Every change is only going to change every dynamic, because like when you nerf Uther, that doesn't just nerf Uther. It's not like, oh, Uther's a little bit less value. That takes every synergy that Uther has ever worked with and now suddenly makes it less valuable. But then you got to consider, I mean, there's so many elements that I can't even like begin, but it's just to show you that like this is, when one piece moves, the entire meta is going to shift with it, the dynamic is going to shift with it. And so anytime that's going to change, it's very difficult to be able to keep up with. I would say the pacing and some of the depth that, even though, you know, conveniently enough, though many would label heroes as kind of that kind of casual level, I would argue when you look at the fact that each hero has its own talents, right, and it's got multiple talents at every single tier, like that in itself, every character that comes out, you've just introduced 80 new variables. So then it's like, and that is, I mean, that's just one character. And so I guess what I'm trying to say is, yes, it's extremely difficult to be able to maintain that for long periods of time.
Oh no, absolutely. Excellent answer. To be fair, yes. So, as expected, very difficult. Now, earlier, we saw Fnatic lose their first series yesterday. Now, it looked like they were trying to play heroes like Tyrael to counter other teams, and it lost. But then later on, they played heroes that they were more comfortable with. We saw Breeze on Diablo, we saw, you know, Mene on Lei Ming, and it was truly terrifying. I think you coined that, you said it was just terrifying. Now, do you think there are too many teams out there just trying to play too hard to some sort of meta and it's being counterproductive?
This is a tough question, actually. So I think unlike majority of maybe my peers, I would say no. I personally feel that the meta is a meta for a reason, right? Generally speaking, Occam's razor philosophy is something that really works with competitive heroes and just general strategy, at least for a guideline, which is the amount of variables you rely on to exist within a game. The more that there are, the less likely it is to happen. So if you want to get the least amount of variables in all cases, and so it's going to be the most forgiving, and more likely to get the whatever profitable or expected outcome you have as a team. So with that in mind, like it puts it into a position to where if you're going to play only your comforts, you're limiting the amount of you're increasing the amount of variables, which decreases the probability of winning, or at least it's less forgiving than those. And so you have to make up for that with your individual skill. I would say the best players in the world and the best teams are the ones who can adapt the fastest and then encase and embody that most forgiving composition the most effectively. And I would only say that because I feel like now we have experienced enough competitive heroes to where the world champion is almost always running meta. They're never running comforts. There are variables where tier 3 comforts come in, yes, but again, it's still sticking with that kind of cookie cutter, if you will, composition. So that was why I would say I think it's better to stick with it, but it doesn't mean that there isn't value, especially as a developing team, to stick to what you know.
Well, there we have it.
To jump onto that, you know how everyone's kind of saying that Tyrael isn't like, you know, he's been picked up, but you know, they're like, he's not actually that good. Do you think the Maiev kind of picks and then Tyrael picks to counter Maiev with the sanctification is kind of working against teams? Tyrael's not that good, but they're picking him to counter Maiev and it's still not working.
So this goes with the idea on what you asked with the kind of when I was referring to Uther, right, and how that goes. This is exactly that exact same topic. So when Maiev comes out, then because the synergies with Tyrael and the counter of Maiev versus Tyrael is there, then that increases Tyrael's viability drastically when it comes to draft priority. I personally, on Tyrael as a specific case, I think he is that good. I think he is notoriously been one of the best characters in the game for a long while. Sanctification and
I saw you twitch when he said that as well, like audibly, like oh.
When we look at the Eastern world and a lot of competitive heroes in the past and a lot of world championships, Hero is one of the most prominent heroes that gets played. He is one of two that almost always shows up, even if not played within any regional meta, that once you get to the international stage, he's suddenly viable again. He requires absurd amount of team synergy and coordination, and that based on the idea of forgiveness, right? Well, we were talking about before. That is probably one of those heroes that, in theory, when it's executed properly and you get the sanctification right, he's going to be extremely useful and extremely powerful. But he is really, really hard. I would say he has that comfort element that if you can get that comfort with him, he does provide so much for the team that he will outweigh everything. That being said, I think since his rework, I would also argue that I question whether or not all the talents that we see for a majority of this tournament has an impact on why he is struggling so much. In particular, looking at 13 and like the lack of holy ground for a majority of the teams here without having an offensive, initiation tank. But yeah, so I guess what I'm trying to say is that I do feel like Tyrael is that good, but it also is, I can see why teams would want to pull away from it. I mean, that was my criticism all of yesterday. For anybody, who didn't know, like I was talking about Tyrael a lot and I want to see less and less and less, but I felt like that was because the teams were not coordinated enough, not because I think Tyrael's not worth it.
And Trixler's Green Jesus coming in as well, yeah. You called him Shrek, that was brilliant. Right, so some people would never smash him.
And thanks for waiting, folks. That is us back in. Again, on the right-hand side, we have Team Epiphany with Timmers. Again, on Maiev. We have Rebellious on Phoenix. Missy on ECT. Pudsey playing support on Rhaegar Targaryen. And we have Gauntlet in solo lane as Blaze.
Big
Jabroni.
if true. We have Seraphim playing the Diablo tank again. I feel like I've said this before. No, I'm joking. It is Joanna by Seraphim. Micron on the Sylvanas. Charging Geifer on Malfurion this time. Dastan playing the Gul'dan. And we have Tyrael with a Furio.
And he is Furios. So both teams going into mid lane for a 5-on-5 scrap, this time without all the disconnects with Micron.
Huge, big if true. Blind comes out from Joanna. And
talents all exactly the same again. So everything looks exactly the same as it was last game.
Well, actually, Timmers is holding. I wonder if... I don't know how I feel about that. Like, if he's like, oh, I wasn't getting value at the thing. But, I mean, it wasn't his team that DC'd, so it's
this is true. This is true.
But he's going to have to pick it soon because you're not going to get... oh, he has. He's changed.
Yeah, but that's okay because, as I say, we're referees here, and I feel at this stage it doesn't make...
It's not. Yeah, it's not like he was in the team that DC'd and he was like, oh, juicy, I get this smelly thing. But I don't know. And we did see a lot of
whoa, sorry about that,
good
folks.
sportsmanship earlier with the Uther ban, text ban. But the clears are just going to happen. Everybody's doing their clear. They're dear, clear to the heart. It's clear to the heart, it's dear to the heart. And that's all you want to do. 11 gems to 11 gems. It is picked up, and that's what you want. XP completely the same. Joanna's going to go up, W the wave, pull them in while everyone throws out their spells. Missy is in the bush, but Timmers goes duke deep. He actually gets rooted with Missy. Missy power slides out of there, and now Timmers is getting resets on the W, but he is getting chased by the Seraphim.
That is right, folks. They're trying to do this rotation of top mid. Both teams are trying their best, but of course Gul'dan has better wave clear with that fell wave. As long as he's able to keep his support, his health up, they should be winning this rotation race. But amazingly, Epiphany are taking a slight lead with experience.
Yeah, they've now got difference. So look,
for anyone that's just tuning in, by the way, that's wondering why the game has restarted, Micron was disconnecting and they had a technical fault and they weren't able to resolve it, so the game was restarted.
It was in the couple. It was like the first minute. Or
it was less than 2 minutes into the game, so we agreed that although there was significant delays, the gameplay itself was only less than 2 minutes. So let's restart, and that's where we are. So we're in game 2 out of a best of 3 series here on Channel 1 in our European League between Team Epiphany and Fat Snake.
4 has been picked up, and it is what you'd expect to see.
Seraphim are away to jump in 18 here. Seraphim's about to jump in 18 gemmies there.
That's what you want to do.
Yeah.
If you're Joanna, because Joanna can be the bank of gemmies on this map, because she has to walk up and grab the gemmies off the lane, so she ends up with a shit ton, and she does not want to hold on to that because she also wants to get
I've really got to point out, on this map, wave clear is a huge advantage, and they've got Sylvanas and Gul'dan. I can't think of much better wave clear other than adding Zul into that mix, so very, very strong wave clear there, and it's going to show. So basically, first team to pay in, we'll see how this game goes. It's a very close an experience at this point, so it's hard to call. Little scrap there, little scrap.
Right, let's get hyped again.
Let's get hyped.
I've given myself a third leg.
Are people at home getting hyped? Are they getting?
Yeah, let's get hyped. Come on. So not much is happening bot lane. It is just going to be trade out, and pick up the gemmies. The waves are stalled. Missy X doing what you should do as a tank here. Kind of, is what they say. It's up for debate sometimes. It's always situational, because Missy X is hiding in the bush, meaning I don't know where the ETC is, so Malfurion there cannot step up too far. But the tank hiding in the bush has also, there's debate about that.
One of our grandmasters in the audience is commenting here, saying that Epiphany needs to bully them. If they want to try and push this back in the series, they need to bully here. And
that's what they're probably reading the chat then, because Missy has gone in with a giant power slide, and Seraphim is just going to walk out because it is Joanna, and there's no other forms of real CC to keep her there. She's popped unstoppable. Timmers might see that and want to go in.
Iron Skin being used outside of a team fight like that, I'm not sure how great that is, but there we go. The engage has happened. The roots have went down. Furo's been flipped out, but gets out. There we go.
Tether comes out, but the zoning roots from Sergeant Geifer.
Sergeant Greer, man.
Sergeant Greer, Geifer, and Groot.
But Pudsey manages to sneak in another 15, and it is neck and neck. It is 45 gemmies to 43 gemmies, and both teams are incredibly close. But here we go. Furo's trying to get in his 3 down there. If he gets this in, he'll just leave them with 2. Seraphim's coming in. Timmers is trying to get in his 9. It is a race. It is a race.
Gul'dan throw the boy!
They get it. They get it. It is so close. Both teams level 7 each. They both get this talent tier exactly the same time. But the first objective falls in favour of Team Epiphany.
Yeah, baby.
This is so close. I like it. Hyped! I'm hyped, man.
Come on! That's what my favourite part about your hyping was when the 3 gems were being handed in, and it wasn't going to make a web weaver turn. He's getting the 3 in, but there's still a 2 away.
There's still 2
I can only make this as hyped as I can. It's not working. But,
what are you trying to say here? That's a job.
No, I liked it.
You like it, did you?
Yeah,
right, they've cleared mid. They've cleared mid.
They do have the advantage in that.
But top's the most important lane. In the first web weaver phase, you always want to get this wall down in top, because of course the boss is what's going to be contested. It's going to be the thing you fight for. So because of that, you want to get this down as best you can. Now the other thing that they say is the perfect game is if you, whilst pushing, get enough gemmies for a second hand in. I really don't think they've got enough for that.
Well, yeah, we saw this, it might have even been yesterday, where the first hand in went to the losing team, because the actual winning team went hand in afterwards and got level 10 during it.
They got the
doubler. Hand in again, and they just snowballed it throughout. But that might be
the thing is, they're very close. They've got 41 gems. If they
Missy
get
X
a pick,
is watching this. Oh, lovely checking by Seraphim, and pulls Missy X actually out of the power slide, and the root comes down. She's going to have to run away because she don't want to take too much damage. The blue web weavers are descending.
It was a distraction as Micron went in and
hidden
dropped in
plain sight.
That's it. Hidden in plain sight. So
this is going to be it. And with this push, because they've kept up with the XP advantage, they're collapsing onto Blaze. Blaze is falling really low. He gets rooted, but he poops himself away and has a suki of his watery juice.
And then he fires it up and gets some health
this
from that
is
too.
Mrs. Push on Sylvanas, though, as in that is her trait. She disables towers.
We've had Dr. Silence, we've had Professor
Oh
Chaos.
my god, that is a very aggressive Sylvanas bansheeing in. So they're letting the other lanes be cleared up, but this has got them level 10. Gauntlet's got to watch out, because he has been suki'd by Gul'dan to half health, and if they turn with a fear or whatever, it could be a dead Gauntlet. Sylvanas is just chasing. Sylvanas is going ham, sauce, cheese, and tatties.
So it's
look how healthy this web weaver
is. This is very healthy. They could really push down a keep wall with this. Gauntlet's going back, using the hearth to get his health back up. But I mean, you're right. This is a very healthy Sylvanas.
It's
web
pulled
weaver.
all of Epiphany to the bottom lane as well. So I mean, when they clear this, could you go top lane and get another hand in? You can, because you've got 63 gems. Oh my god, gems are almost exactly the same.
This is what I was
63,
saying. This is what I was saying. They both have enough to do the pain, but they're in a better position to do it.
So we've not seen ults picked up by ETC. Missy's holding her ult, and we do see the Ancestral, which I'm assuming...
Is it going to be stage dive? I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily...
It's just...
It's
there's
Mosh,
so,
there we
yeah,
go.
there's a lot of interrupts, you know, with the Wailing Arrow, the Fear, the Malfurion.
The Captain America shield as well, you know, they can interrupt ETC's Mosh with that as well. And the Horrify, the Silence, the Wailing Arrow.
Red
They have
Web
got a
Weavers.
lot of interrupts for Missy X's Mosh pit here. They're going to have to be so synergized. The perfection required for this Mosh pit to get serious value is going to be epic.
It might even just be disrupt the backline. It might just be that, or, you know, you see somebody a bit far up a lane, you just mosh them and everyone can collapse
To be
on them and
fair,
kill them.
with the bunker and ancestral healing, they're maybe just buying time to let the purification salvo come out.
Right, so Red Web Weavers have been turned in, and they're marching down the lane.
Red, yellow, leather Webweaver is coming down top lane, trying
Again,
to
this
push now.
Epiphany are putting a lot of pressure on the top lane. This is their priority lane, obviously, then.
This is it. It's now or never. I think Missy's going to try and do the power slide.
Seraphim is doing the tanky things that a Seraphim should. Seraphim? Yeah.
They're
should.
backing out. They're
The
backing
camp
out.
pull by Fat Snake was huge, though, because look, there was no damage done by the middle Web Weaver. It didn't even get to the wall before it fell. That is massive.
They're now going to push bottom lane and see if they can get any luck down there. Let's see
This
what
is
they can
huge.
do.
This is second turn in, and they've still got all their keeps. Yeah, look. It looks like Epiphany are going for a bush gang.
Oh, Seraphim's caught out of position. They all
he's got
descend.
unstoppable, though. It's Joanna. The Fear comes out as well. Gul'dan is really not where he needs to be. The Silence comes out from Malfurion. Missy is falling low to the Suki. Pudsey gets the Ancestral, and the Blaze bunker goes in, but he comes out and he's ruined. He is stuck. Warren's cage as well. This is huge. Purification salvo. Missy is falling so low. No, sorry. Missy's getting the mosh pit, making Gul'dan dance, but it's Gauntlet falling low. Pudsey's falling even lower. And what's going on? They're chasing now with Joanna.
All the while, there is a lot of damage coming out from Rebellious, and I don't think Fat Snake want to keep the chase up because they are all getting dangerously low themselves. Gauntlet's going for a hearth, and the fight is over. All that! There was 9 heroic abilities activated during that team fight, and no one died.
Wow.
That is a statistic to point out there. They're taking the siege camp bottom, whilst Epiphany answer that with their bruiser hard camp in the mid.
Big
In the
bot
mid.
lane push going to be happening on the side of Fat Snake now with that siege camp and the thing. That's going to call a rotation, definitely, which will
So-
leave open.
I'd really like to stress this. We are approaching 11 minutes into this game. There has been 3 objectives done, and yet nobody has died.
Nobody. Not nil, nada.
We are level
Where's
13 to
Blaze
level
off
12.
What's going on here? Do they know that Blaze is up there? Oh, no. Sorry, he's just hearthing out.
They're,
That's
they're
huge.
trying to bait him out.
I love
and
that, playing with vision.
Playing with vision.
Do you know
Playing
why?
with vision.
Because he didn't go into the bush, because
Yeah.
you check the bush, you walk past it, where the fog of war will hide you. Huge. And that means that top will fall, bottom is just going to be cleared up, which is perfect for
They
Epiphany.
do need to answer this rather than defending top, because those siege giants following that Webweaver would have absolutely
Oh
got
my
damage
god,
on
what are
keep.
they going to do top, though? They've got Sylvanas and a 3/4 health Webweaver.
Yeah, but they've still got to answer the siege camp first, because they can.
That's what I'm saying. Fat Snake, look at this. They've got a huge wave. They've got Tyrael shields on the minions. They've got Sylvanas shutting that shit down. This isn't going to be a keep because they're backing out, but wow.
Oh,
Level
wow,
13s
wow,
have
wow,
been picked
wow,
up.
wow, wee,
Have we
wow.
having a look at the level 13s?
Let's get a look at those talents.
Ice Block from Mouth and Juicy, so you can hit the Twilight Dream. Burning Rage from Joanna, helping them with a wave. Clear. And again, the Windrunner from Sylvanas. Is that the Healing Stone or whatever from Gul'dan?
Yeah, so that's Health Stone. It's very, very powerful. 25%, just like that. Boom, right back into the fight.
Missy, I'm right in thinking, has gone the double W. It hits again after 2 seconds. Yep.
Encore, yeah.
Encore. Can I get an encore? Do
So
you
we
want
were
more?
speaking with a team last night that were discussing the value of the slow at level 13 whilst playing an ETC, saying that you can use it for escapes or for engages. It's just more powerful than having an encore.
I think it was with a Phoenix he said he liked it because it was really good.
And that's
for
what they've got right now. That is what they've got right now. So
letting get
that
the
might be
value out.
something for Rebellious to look at in
Missy
the future.
goes in for the huge power slide and it is zoned. Tyrael. Fear comes out though, and now Missy X is running where she doesn't want to be. The Silence afterwards, and she's fallen so low she is dead. Warden's Cage from the Timbers with a huge tether, and the Bureau Cage salvo, but all of the damage is being negated by the Sanctification.
That is an epic combo coming out from Fat Snake. Just perfectly timed, and this is what we worried about when we saw the mosh pit there.
Timbers
Gauntlet
hasn't
trying
escaped,
to
but
get
Pudsey
out.
doesn't. Oh my god.
Gauntlet's trying to get out. The chase is on. Fat Snake do not want them to escape. They are trying their best to pull them in with a condemn. Oh, and they get a double kill!
That-
Wow!
Money, holy ground from Tyrael. That is a lot of lost gemmies. They had
Yes.
62 previous at the previous turn in.
Yeah, they've just literally lost 40 gemmies in that team fight. That is crippling for Team Epiphany.
That
but
was-
excellent play by Fat Snake.
That was massive. I mean, I just couldn't imagine. I can't describe how much damage was coming out from this Gul'dan. There was so much. It was huge.
There was so much, nobody could describe it.
That was a crazy fight, and that was equal talents. But now 16s have been picked up.
Seraphim's dropping in. They've only got two gemmies to put in, but whilst they consider that, they're going to obviously take boss. Remember, level 16 to 14 here is a talent tier advantage with a Web Weaver
and Holy Ground.
Holy
I know
Ground.
Tyrael has fallen quite low. Ooh,
It's
but
just
guys,
beautiful.
They've given up. They're not. They don't want to go into the throw pit.
What's going on?
That's
going
good.
on?
This is what I think this is amazing from Pat. Oh my god, Missy X is falling low. I think that's the dagger from Sylvanas. It lowers your armor. Missy X is now feeling how low a health pool ETC actually has.
Yeah, causing them to take 25% more damage for 2 seconds every time she fires that arrow. Also, I'm pretty... Oh no, she's not taking the talent for it. Oh no, she has. The shadow, the cooldown goes down by 1 second for every hero it hits. So as she spreads her arrow, she can fire it again, and that's a 25% armor reduction.
Just want to give props the way Fat Snake pulled away from the boss. They didn't go and suicide because the boss had half health, and they're like, we want it. They just pulled out. They got the Web Weaver turn, and now they're pushing with 16 talent tiers to 14 talent tiers. Well, level 13 talent tiers.
Because of course, when you the game mechanic rewards extra experience when you're playing from behind.
Missy's going for the huge mosh. She hits two, but it gets interrupted. Oh my god, and the Sylvanas arrow slams down and silences people. Blaze has dropped the bunker, but he is really low in there. He comes out and the Malfurion hits
but the
Twilight Dream.
Ancestral comes out, just saving his life in time, but is it enough? This is dangerously close to game-ending territory here, because they still, of course, have their Web Weaver pushing down top lane, and they've still got 5 players alive. They're relatively high in health.
Oh my god, the Holy Ground!
What? How did he get out? Gauntlet still being alive here is nothing short of a miracle. Oh, but Phoenix is taking a lot of damage. Purification
Sanctification
salvo
is dropped to stop the damage. There's no Purification salvo hitting anybody.
They're running.
And they get out. But Timmers is going for the massive tether. He hits, and he gets 2 people with the Warden's Cage, and it is killing the Tyrael already. Seraphim is falling low and will die, but so will Timmers, and so will Pudsey on the Rhaegar.
Seraphim amazingly made it out. That was rather unexpected.
My God.
Gauntlet is very low in health.
But
he needs to consider his choices carefully here. Are they going to get Micron? Oh, he misses! What?
Oh my god!
The
'cause he's got
Windrunner. Windrunner saved Micron's life. Missy does not want to let her away with that, but they're going to have to. The Gauntlet.
Sylvanas, are you kidding me
Gauntlet
right now?
literally had a chance there, and he missed that skill shot. But to be fair to him, he would have had to predict exactly where she was going, and where she was coming out of with that. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe. Right, during that team fight, by the way, we've got to kind of remind the audience, they lost all their keeps. The Web Weavers managed to push in mid and bottom uncontested, and they lost all their keeps. But they're still in this. The Fat Lady has not sung. The curtain has not been called.
One good team fight late game, and you can completely.
I would
this game
love
around.
to see that and take us into a final. I would love to see that. But at this stage, it's looking grim for Epiphany. I would love to see them stick into this. And it's going to come into the throw pit. It's going to be at the boss. The throw pit is going to be the deciding factor here. They're in the bush. Timmers no longer has an escape.
Oh yeah, if Tyrael had thrown out that Holy Ground, that would have been probably a dead Timmers if he couldn't have jumped over that.
The
But
root's
comes out,
down.
though.
He's in trouble.
Missy X with the giant mosh pit.
Huge mosh.
But it gets stopped again, and the Sanctification is already down. Bunker has been dropped by Blaze because he has fallen really low. Missy X has been zoned because she has got half health, and now the chase is on. Gauntlet is stuck where he doesn't want to be, and he dies. The power slide comes out into Joanna, but she's got no follow-up damage, and Joanna is going to walk free and not die. This could be GG if they want to go up. The Blaze is down. The Blaze is completely dead.
They've still got Warden's Cage, and they still have Purification Salvo, because although Phoenix was instantly silenced, he still has it.
There's Missy X. Look, the minus 25 armor is putting out an ungodly amount of damage.
Do you know, we gave Sylvanas...
Oh, Sylvanas is just doing something. Look at this.
Look at this.
This
she's,
is Assassin Sylvanas.
She's chasing down an ETC here.
Whoa, 60 health.
What?
Huge power slide from Missy.
But it's maybe
Humongous.
too late. We're down at 30%, 20%. 10%, 15, 10, 0, and it is G. G.
I'm nobody's sugar daddy. Wow.
Oh my, this is too much. This is too much.
That was huge.
We
Massive,
gave
big
Sylvanas so much hassle for being picked up, but she hasn't died at all in this series.
Tell you what, I'm looking at
Wow.
stats, right? 1 death on the side of Fat Snake, and it was Tyrael during a Warden's cage. So he died, and everyone was in the Warden's cage on the side of Epiphany to try and get more damage on the people in the Warden cage. So I mean, if someone's gonna die, you want Tyrael with that trait value. So that was huge. So that was still a really small kill game. That was 7 kills to 1. So both teams. I mean, you play Team League, you play Hero League, you see your Butcher with 13 deaths alone. So 8 kills between 2 teams is quite good.
It was very exciting, is what it was. It was very exciting. So I didn't expect. Oh, hang on, I better update the score.
And I will now that I've given it time.
Yeah,
Give me time.
you should be okay to do it now. So that is it. Fat Snake 2-0 against Epiphany. That was quite exciting. So I mean, I didn't expect to see that. Hey, we got hosted by Tetcher there, and Heroes Lounge 2 is now also hosting us.
That's
So-
annoying that we don't get to see any pop-ups of the host, because thank you very much, Tetcher. Love your streams. If you haven't done anything, if you're not doing anything, go on Tetcher's stream and click follow, because it makes a musical noise. It makes you feel really good about yourself.
It
when
makes
you
you feel
click
good about
I
yourself.
loved it. I was
does
like, wow. You know what I mean?
Wow.
It sounded like you were subbing. I was like, this is the best. Sat there,
Wow.
enjoyed it. Really good
So,
stream.
for
really
those
good.
of you that placed the bets there, enjoy your points. If you want to figure out how many points you've got, and you can do what the Alexis21 just did in chat there, you can type exclamation points, and of course you'll see how many you get in a message. I don't think it comes up.
show me how much points I have.
No, don't say that, because she's going to end up.
No, but that's the Alexis.
Oh,
Show
yeah,
me
the
it. That's-
Alexis
it's
21.
a play on username where it's pun
So
intended.
I've really got to specify there to Team Epiphany, there wasn't that much of a loss in terms of takedowns, because that game, throughout the entire game, there was only 8 takedowns. 7 of them were by Team Fat Snake, who did very, very well. But the previous game we had something like nearer 30 plus.
30 plus.
It was very
a
good.
dirty
So,
30.
Damn. Right, who is their captain again? Is it Dastan?
I don't know, but that Gul'dan did the highest hero damage by quite a lot. That was smelly. He had 56,000 hero damage. That was nearly twice. No, sorry. Phoenix with 35,000 on the other side of Epiphany is quite a chunk. But I mean, oh my god.
What?
Sylvanas got 50,000 hero damage as well with that poison.
Sylvanas was an absolute devastating person in that game. She was keeping up with Gul'dan, and that was very, very good to see. So, listen, by the way, for our viewers at home, we are just waiting for the team captain to come join us here for
We're
an
not just
interview.
waffling on.
Whilst
Have you noticed that the people from South, like Tory area, say waffle?
You mean waffle?
Yeah, but they say waffle. I'm telling you. Listen. Telling you. That's hilarious. Should we have a quick look at the talents while we're waiting? Just while you're doing that, just so we can speak about that.
Okay.
Ooh, so the game actually ended. Like I said,
Yeah.
I'm a very tired boy, and I've tried necking a monster, and it has worked for the actual thingies, but it was level 16 versus level 16 by the end of the game. It wasn't actually level 20. It wasn't a level. You know what I mean? So it was cool.
The game ended very quickly because you have to win very hard, very fast if you're playing with a Sylvanas. And,
Damn.
That's exactly what Fat Snake have done here. Tonight, in Division 5, on our European League here on Channel 1 of Heroes Lounge. If you haven't got in touch before, you remember you click follow in the corner. It's up that corner somewhere, and you'll be rewarded with some points. Our points can be used on the channel for tickets for raffles and prizes and for betting and all sorts of fun games that we can do.
Voting for artisan pizzas.
Yeah, when we stream, we do bizarre things like that sometimes on the what's this, Irish raffle?
So Dastan is in the Twitch chat, but Dastan, we want you
Dastan,
in
we're
it.
trying-
We want
yeah,
you.
Dastan.
We want you in the Discord. We want to hear some smelly tactics that you played, the good kind of
Yeah,
smelly.
get in the interview. Oi. What are you doing in chat?
Going in there, do you know what I mean? He'll be like a gladiator. That's what he's doing. He's gone in
That's
and he's
so funny.
walking.
But the other
through
the other thing I was trying to
Colosseum.
point out is if you want to tweet us, we are at Northern Wizard or at Jabroni_bro.
It
Is
does say that,
Yeah,
Jabroni, bro.
yeah.
Cool.
So it's sitting in the corner there, and wait, hang on, it's this way. It's sitting in the corner. If you want to send a
Twat.
a twat to any of us, you can also use hashtag HeroesLounge, and of course it'll appear
Hello.
on screen. There
my
we go. We've got someone jumping in
Hello.
with us. Who's it? It's Dastan.
Dastan, the gold
yeah,
Dan
it's
man.
me, Dastan, the captain of Fatsnik.
Fantastic, Dastan. I'm just going to turn you down just a little bit there. But
How are you feeling after that win then?
Everyone's pretty excited. There was much cheering on the voice comms.
Oh, that's good news. Absolutely. First of all, congratulations to your team on winning with a clean slate there, and commiserations to your opponents, Team Epiphany. But first of all, we've got to ask about this. The first game you played there, you I think, did you guys pick the map? You picked Volskaya
Yes,
Foundry?
we chose Volskaya, correct.
Now, is that looked like something you've rehearsed? Is this would I be right in saying that you've actually practiced that team composition on that map?
No. Would you believe me that I just told my team like 15 minutes before the game the strat, and they like listened to me somehow.
That is brilliant. That is brilliant. Because to be honest, we were discussing it. We were very surprised by Micron picking up or Micron, however you say it, picking up a Sylvanas.
Yeah, he really likes his Sylvanas. Apparently, the enemy team didn't respect it. We thought they were gonna ban her in the second game, but we just decided,
It worked.
And-
Let's do it again. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
yeah, I think it was for Epiphany. It might have been too difficult to try and target ban anybody because the Diablo was doing amazing things. Leoric, I think, did you play Leoric in game one?
Yes, I was the.
That was, oh my! Honestly, if you watch the VOD back, you'll hear us going nuts because it was that top shrine fight.
Definitely wanna check it out.
It was amazing to see because the Wraith Walk with the damage reduction, then you were creepy handing them. It was just really
Yeah.
good. Really amazing.
I was shouting, "I'm reducing damage," and everyone was like.
yeah, you got excellent value out of your Leoric, and I mean your team composition in game one clearly worked very well for your team fight, but and we were concerned about whether or not it would work after Epiphany got their level 10s. Once they got their heroic abilities, we thought that it was going to be a very difficult team fight for you, but you guys stepped up to the plate and you just managed to continue your aggression, and I think that goes to show that you guys were definitively the more aggressive team tonight. Would you agree with that? Mm-hmm. And because you were more aggressive, you were able to get the rewards very early on, and it was difficult for Epiphany to keep up with it.
Yes.
So do you run Sylvanas quite a lot? Like, because we've not actually seen her since her trait change. And do you find that she's actually more team fight viable, or do you just kind of like her for the trait and just pushing down the lane?
She's perfect for pushing down the lane, and to quote the great Alex the Prodigy, we just decided to run it down.
Beautiful. Run it down.
That's so funny. We actually mentioned that on stream last night when we were casting. We said Alex the Prodigy likes to just say run it down mid.
Well, we mentioned it about you guys tonight. That's what we said.
Was it tonight we said it? Not last
about
night?
the Sylvanas. We're like, they just need to
yeah.
run down. You did. I loved the lane changes on Volskaya, especially. You took the wall and you went top lane, and you even got the fort with the Triglav. But yeah. So overall, you happy with the team's performance? You gonna be playing Sylvanas again, or
Hopefully.
Is this your first time in Heroes Lounge?
This is my second season, but I wasn't the team captain during the previous season.
So what team were you on last season?
I was playing during season 4. I think can't remember the name of the team.
Well,
think
you,
it was,
you obviously prefer this team, obviously then. So no, that's good. So and you enjoy your experience playing within Europe in Heroes Lounge?
Yeah, very much. I actually stopped playing Hero League.
Just so you could play this?
Yes.
Oh,
I
that's good
feel
news.
like Heroes Lounge provides the full experience Heroes of the Storm has, and you can get the actual game experience by playing Hero League solo. It's all queue.
I wholeheartedly agree, and that's something that we've been trying to advocate, and we've certainly discussed it with Blizzard. That the experience that we have available in Europe with Heroes Lounge is something that other areas of the world don't quite have on par with yet, and it's interesting. So no, we're glad to hear that you're enjoying yourself, that you're having a great time. You've certainly proved yourself tonight with a clean slate of 2 victories without a loss. And Micron, despite what you're about to see when you see it on the VOD, like we discussed her getting picked up, Sylvanas getting picked up in a negative way, because we weren't sure if you were going to have enough teamfight damage, but yet she never died. Sylvanas never died, and you got amazing value out of it. So
yeah, we tried to protect her because she's quite a squishy character.
oh, for sure she is.
So
sure
do you guys have set roles for a few of your players? Because like I said, you were playing Leoric in the first game, and then this game you're on the mage, and Sergeant Geifer is moved
Greer,
on to
Sergeant
Greer. Greer, sorry, why am
Yeah.
I putting an F in there?
I don't
Sergeant
know.
Greer was put on Malfurion. So do you guys just keep it swapping and changing for like?
Not usually, but for this game, people prefer to play more comfortable characters over just a good hero pick. So we chose comfort over heroes, and I had to. I usually play bruiser roles and offlaners, but I got swapped to range damage, and go down was my comfort pick.
Well, I mean, we've had that debate with Dreadnought in person before, and I think Kaldor and Trixler would agree with you, but Dreadnought has disagreed on that view before, that he says if you want to climb in divisions and get into that, it's meta characters only, and it's meta for a reason and all that. That's what he says. But there are other people that agree with you that if you play the hero that you are just better at, you get a better game.
It definitely worked tonight.
And it did. You've went
Yes.
to show that it worked tonight. So like that's the thing. It's an interesting debate. Anyway, listen, have you got any shout outs you'd like to give?
Yes, I would like to give shoutouts to Alex the Prodigy. He's a great streamer. He's very entertaining. Shoutouts to Micron, our Sylvanas player that played really well tonight, and to our shot caller Andy, who was the tank of the team.
Okay, shout out to Andy. Yep.
Was that Seraphim? Seraphim?
Yeah, sorry, Seraphim. I have confusion with his double names.
Yeah, that's decent. Yeah, he played really good. Everyone played amazingly. Especially, I loved the Greymane game 1. That was huge. But,
Okay.
no, thank you very much from us. Really enjoyed that cast. I'm gonna go and spam Leoric in my games now.
Yeah, Lyric's really good character.
Okay, well listen, Dastan, it was nice meeting you. Congratulations once again, commiserations to Team Epiphany, and we will see you again in the lounge.
Thank you very much. Hopefully the chat enjoyed our game.
Yes,
They
definitely did. Okay, so bye now. Right, so that was Dastan of Team Fat Snake. If you've enjoyed yourself tonight, remember to get in touch with us. Let me see if I can find anything. Oh, shout out to Penelope Games, by the way, who's hosting us on her Twitch at the moment. Thank you. It's always cool when people like that are hosting us. We recently got hosted by Bad Benny of Fnatic, and that was really cool. Anyway, if you want to get in touch, remember, always check out the calendar for upcoming matches.
For calendar.
The calendar is on www.heroeslounge.gg/calendar. And if you check there, you can see what games are coming up. Of course, this game was showing there, and the games that were casting last night were showing there. But if you want to get in touch with us, remember, you can get in touch with us on the Twitter, and you can get in touch with us on... Hang on,
if your team has Dragon Energy, we want to know about it, and we want to watch you.
What's Dragon Energy? What are you talking about?
Dragon Energy. If you don't know what Dragon Energy is, don't claim that you've got Dragon Energy.
Alright, okay. Well, my name's Halloween. My co-caster tonight has been Jabroni. Thank you very much for watching us, and we will catch you later.
Bye-bye!
Right, let's make some more weird noises on this screen.
Nice.